Welcome to Season 7 of the Resilient Voices podcast. This is a space dedicated to amplifying the voices of Myanmar's pro-democracy community in exile, standing firm against repression and supporting the fight for freedom of expression in the aftermath of the February 1st, 2021 military coup. Until now, our episodes have been in Burmese, serving as a vital resource for audiences within and beyond Myanmar. But this season, we're taking a new step. We're bringing our stories, insights, and struggles to a wider audience by presenting Season 7 in English. Why? Because Myanmar's fight for democracy matters to the world. Together, we can build greater understanding, foster solidarity, and inspire action to support those fighting for justice and freedom. Let's dive in.
Upon rewatching the film Jajamiyen, I found myself reliving childhood trauma I intentionally suppressed. This brought to light how many movies and films that discriminate against the LGBTIQ+ community have resurfaced since Myanmar's 2021 military coup. In Myanmar, for years, movies and films have insulted LGBTIQ+ individual with derogatory terms such as a child and bobia. This practice poisons the public conscience under the guise of art. The impact of these laws is profound. LGBTIQ+ children in our community face daily verbal violence at home, on streets, in schools, and even in religious institutions. Since childhood, every day in the classroom, other children mock me, calling me names like Acha and Bobia, which means I have flat balls because I'm a lesbian. When I visited the Buddhist monastery, I was told that being gay in this life was a result of sexually assaulted other spouses in past life. A belief I could neither see nor verify. Listening to the monks preach this felt like being violated, not physically of course, but emotionally, with their words cutting deep into my soul. Many people equate sexual violence solely with physical rape. However, emotional violence, penetrating the heart with painful words and traumatized deeply, can also be considered a form of emotional rape. The state imposed its own kinds of violation through oppressive laws, while society enforced its version through restricted social norms. Medias and screenplays often perpetuate this harm by portraying LGBTIQ+ individuals as being corrected or normalized through forced heterosexual marriages, reinforcing damaging stereotypes and pressure. I remember a painful memory from my life. Unlike many children my age, I became aware of suicide at an early stage, particularly during high school. Of course, I couldn't ignore it. I have witnesses or heard that so many people around me gave up their lives due to the pressure created by the society through gender discrimination, violence, and exclusion at home, in schools, and at workplaces, places where we are supposed to feel safe. Those days felt like hell to me, and I remained trapped in that hell until I turned 23. But one day, a video changed everything. It pulled me out of the darkness. Through that video, I realized I could challenge the toxic narratives by writing my own stories, screenplays. That realization led me to become a filmmaker. As a filmmaker, I found a way to bring my dreams to life. Together with other creators who respect human rights, I have helped mobilize Proud movement and organize film festival in public parks. Through my films, I have sought to challenge entrenched social norms and stereotypes about the LGBTIQ+ community. It is crucial to distinguish between freedom of expression and hate speech. It is important to understand what it means by human dignity. If you believe people were born with equal dignity and inalienable rights, that means everyone, regardless of their race, religion, sexual orientation, gender identity, people with disability, then it is clear that offending or dehumanizing others under the guise of artistic freedom is not acceptable at all. Since late 2016, there has been a shift in the portrayal of derogatory narratives in screenplays as the public began pushing back. Multiple LGBTIQ+ organizations have advocated in Parliament against the cultural and structural violence, discrimination, and exclusions of minorities, including the use of harmful language in screenwritings. Needless to say, how I was satisfied with those developments, filling with hope and dreaming for a brighter future ahead. I was hopeful that the new generation will not have to endure what I had. Unfortunately, this progress did not last long. On February 1st, 2021, along with the coup, the country descended into darkness. Since then, many filmmakers fighting for freedom were forced to flee the country, including myself. In the last 4 years, I've watched the thousand screenplays in the mainstream media resurface, reviving the normalized culture of insult and making fun of LGBTIQ+ community. Arts is being abused, presenting narratives and behavior that take the society back to the dark age. The good news, however, is that filmmakers in exile, including me, continue to fight against the hunter and for human rights. Through our work, we create arts that appeal to society what it means to be a democratic, inclusive, rights-respecting community. During these periods of resistance, while my fellow filmmakers create films of defiance, they not only refrain from using derogatory languages and highlight the sexual and gender-based violence experienced by LGBTIQ community in detention. I am deeply grateful for this. It is worth recognizing that LGBTIQ+ individuals are contributing to the struggle for the better future in every possible way, whether through peaceful protests or armed resistance. Historically, some people used arts to demonize the differences, weaponize the hatred, normalizing the derogatory words such as a child, a bull, bobia, a kind of words that every decent person with kind heart will avoid. Here I am making a case for our community. Rise of Arts.
We hope these stories have offered insight into the ongoing struggle in Myanmar and the resilience of the pro-democracy community in exile. We encourage you to share what you've heard with others, amplify these voices, and help keep the conversation about Myanmar alive. Stay connected with us for updates and new episodes on Instagram and Facebook at Resilient Voices Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support helps us reach an even wider audience. Until next time, take care and thank you for listening.